Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody. I don't know who's out there yet. I was a little late. I'm so excited. I was trying to get everything ready for you guys. Thank you so much for taking some time today to join me for the Dr. Terry MD book launch of my newest book, Full Circle Moments. Full Circle Moments. So when you guys get here, go ahead and type your name in the chat. Let me know who you are and where you're joining me from. Even put in there how we know each other. I'd really like to know if you call me Dr. Terry, if you call me Dr. Boo, or if I'm Dr. Major Kincaid to you. So go ahead and type that information in the chat. Let me know where you are. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. And then once you get here, go ahead and share. Hey, Dr. Rochester, thanks for joining me. Hey, Mr. Kincaid, thanks for joining me. I'm super excited to see you guys out there. I have been waiting for this book launch for an entire year. I don't think I've ever been so excited about anything in my life. Yay, joining from Maryland. Yay. So go ahead and share with your friends. Let them know that we're going to get started. This is the Dr. Terry MD book launch party for my new book, Full Circle Moments. And for those of you guys who are here, go ahead and type where you're joining from. And if you call me Dr. Boo, or if I'm Dr. Terry, or if I'm Dr. Major Kincaid, I'm so excited. And for those super friends who had advance notice, go ahead, if you wouldn't mind, and just paste the link in the chat for our other friends so everybody can get this super discounted bonus of my new book, Full Circle Moments. So if you're joining, I can see other people are joining. Go ahead and put your name, where you're joining from. And I just want to give a big hug from me to you. Thanking you guys for coming. I hope I get to see the comments the whole time so that we get to talk to each other. So go ahead and share. I'll give a few moments to share it. And if you guys don't mind, go ahead and put the link in the chat so that people can get their advanced copy of Full Circle Moments at this discounted rate. You know, everybody's talking about Amazon Prime is coming up, and I have a Dr. Terry MD Prime for you guys. So who needs Amazon, right, when we have a Dr. Terry MD Prime? So thank you so much for joining me. It's noon here in Houston, Texas, and I'm having lunch. So who else is having lunch? Thank you. If you guys have already downloaded your link, go ahead and post it, put in there, done. Hey, oh my God. Hey, it's Dr. Hoods. Girl, where have you been? Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you there. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, thank you for joining this launch. So I'm super excited. I'm just sharing about my new book, a little bit about the inspiration for this new book, my motivation for it, and what I hope you guys gain from this book. So we're just waiting for some other friends to join us, and then we can get into talking about the book. And for those of you who've already purchased, if you don't mind going ahead and just posting in the comment section the link so our other friends can get it as well. And I'll try to see if I can share as well. I don't like to show my my challenges. I have some challenges with Facebook, so maybe I'll just let you guys share. But I'll try to share at some point to my other page. Hello. I see some new friends. Go ahead and type your name in the chat so I can see who I'm talking to. Thank you for joining us today for the launch of my new book. You guys, this book has been in my heart, and I think one chapter of this book has been written every year that I've been able to practice neonatology. So the name of this new book is Full Circle Moments, and it is, the subtitle is What 20 Years in Neonatology Have Taught Me About Life, Love, and Loss. Hey, line sister. Yeah, that's my line sister, soror, Kimberly Bercy Reese. Hey, boo-boo. Thank you for joining me. We're just getting started with this book launch party. I wanted to play some music. Like I was going to start off, you guys, playing Beyonce's new song because I really like it. And then I started thinking about copyright. And unless y'all about to buy a whole lot of books, I don't want to pay the copyright fees. So we're just going to pretend like the music is going and we can hear it. So this is just the premiere launch of my new book, Full Circle Moments, What 20 Years in Neonatology Have Taught Me About Life, Love, and Loss. Thank you, Boo Boo. I'm trying to keep up with you. And the most important thing I want to say before we get into what the book is about is that this book is for anybody. It's for anybody who has been through anything. It's for anybody who had a dream and dared to follow it. For anyone who has had challenges balancing work, life, family, marriage, babies. Anybody who has felt like they have wanted to give up. And anyone that's a lifelong learner. So you do not have to be in the world of neonatology to appreciate the lessons that are in this book. I call it part memoir, part inspiration, and part motivation. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. I see some new friends here. Go ahead and type where you're joining from. We're just talking about my new book, Full Circle Moments. For today, you guys, you guys are able to get an advanced copy if you just download the link that's in the post for $2.99. Now, y'all, that's a bargain. We're talking about Amazon Prime. We're talking about Dr. Terry, MD Prime. $2.99 to get your advanced copy of my ebook today, Full Circle Moments. And hopefully you guys will get it. You can read it really fast. It's only 130 pages. You can read it and share your review and let me know what you think. Some of you guys know that I recently, hey, boo-boo, hey, Dr. Kimmy. Oh my gosh, there's my number one prayer partner, Dr. Sylvia Molo-Jones. Hey, boo-boo, hey, I'm so excited. I just want to, everybody in this chat, I just want you guys to know you guys have been on this journey with me so long. And this book is just a love letter to everyone who has ever crossed my path, parent, colleague, friend, and anyone who has ever encouraged me. Yay! Yes, Brittany, I can't wait to see what you think. I cannot wait to see what you think. Hey, boo. Hey, that means a lot to me. You know what? Because you know when people put in the chat, I knew you from before, and you were like, oh my God, was it good? Was it bad? Was it good? Was it bad? So that means a lot to me. Hey, I see you, Dr. Sophia. Yay, joining in from vacay, girl. Okay, that's huge. Y'all, this is a good vacay read while we're on the subject. So as I was saying, this book is only 130 pages. I recently had surgery, you guys, and my mom read it while she was in recovery, while she was waiting for me to come out recovery. And she finished the book like in 3 hours. And she said it was a very good read and a page turner. And my mom is a pretty hard critic. And so for those of you who are just joining, please go ahead and put your name, where you guys are, how you know me. I want to know if I'm Dr. Terry to you, or if I'm Dr. Boo, or if I'm Dr. Major Kincaid, and how we know each other and where you guys are joining me from. I'm joining you from Houston, and we're having lunch today. And I'm super excited because today, for the launch, we are offering the ebook for $2.99. So go ahead and download your book. After you've downloaded, go ahead and type done in the chat. And after you've read it, I want to know what you think. I want to know what your favorite chapter was and everything. So let me tell you a little bit about the inspiration for this book. So you guys know I'm Dr. Terry. Friends call me Dr. Boo. My full name is Terry Major Kincaid. And yay! I know. Dr. Terry Major Kincaid, and I am not in the Army, but I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and my dad asked me to keep the name Major, and so I did. I kept the name Major, and then when I met my husband, he was fine with me keeping the name Major. He's fine with me being Major Kincaid. When I'm not in the hospital, I'm Mrs. Kincaid. I just want to be clear. And so I am Dr. Terry, MD. I'm a board-certified neonatologist and pediatrician. I have had the pleasure of being in this field for 20 years across 4 states. I've met some amazing people and learned from some amazing people. And I want you guys to know, after doing 20 years, I found myself at a crossroads, and I decided I wanted to transition into pediatric palliative care. And why would I do that? You guys may be wondering, but I've always had a part of my heart I felt through this whole career that's been owned by families who have to say hello and goodbye. Families who have to navigate very difficult choices in the neonatal intensive care unit. Families who have given me the grace and the space to sit at the bedside with them through some of the most difficult moments. And I cherish those families. I remember every family I've ever sat with whose baby has gone home, but also those whose babies did not go home. And so because of that experience, hey, new friends, I see new friends joining. Go ahead and type on there where you're joining me from, where you're watching me from. You're in the right place. This is the book launch for Full Circle Moments. And I was just telling people where the title came from. So after 20 years in neonatology, I decided I wanted to make a transition to pediatric palliative care. I wanted to learn more about how to take care of older patients who are navigating serious illness. I wanted to learn more about how to manage their pain and give them the best quality of life, give them joy in the days they had, not just add days to their life, but joy to the days that they have. But as I was thinking about that transition, I thought about, my gosh, all the things I've learned from neonatology, from the families, from the patients, from the nurses, from my colleagues, all the challenges I've had to get to this point. And I really wanted to just capture that, just capture it in a moment. So there are 20 chapters in here, and each chapter represents, I feel like, one lesson I've learned over those 20 years. And so for those of you who are just joining today, you can get, hey, Dr. Sharon, hey, boo-boo. Y'all, that's my girl right there. That's my girl. So, hey, line sister. That's line sister, Dr. Felicia McLeod Abram, also has been here from the beginning. And so for those of you who are just joining, you are in the right place. This is the launch for the Full Circle Moments book from yours truly. This book has been in my heart for almost 20 years. And writing it was just such a privilege. I can't wait for it to be in your hands, you guys. I cannot wait. So today you can get the ebook for only $2.99. You can celebrate with me. I want you to type done after you've downloaded your book copy. I want to see it in the comments. And so those of you who get your book today and you type done and you get your review on Amazon, I have something very, very special for you. So anyway, what I was saying is this book, you guys, is for anybody who has been through anything. If you've been through anything, just type anything in the comments. If you've been through anything, guess what? This book's for you. If you've ever thought, I want to give up, guess what? This book's for you. If you ever have been in the presence of a miracle, this book is for you. If God has ever surprised you, told you that it was going to work out one way, and now it's working out the other way, it's for you. I just want you to know it's for everybody. You do not have to be in it. That's right. Anything. If you've seen a miracle, I want to see you guys type miracle. If you ever thought, you know what, I want to give up, and it worked out, honey. Yes, Dr. Hoods. Yes. If it worked out for you, type it in. Guess what, boo? It's for you. It's for you. Because that certainly are the things that I have been through. So let me tell you guys, somebody type the link in there for my girl, Dr. Adi, please. Where my people at? Where's my team? Y'all type, those of you who got the advanced link, please type the link, please, for me in the comments for Dr. Adi. I would so appreciate you guys. Those of you who are typing done, can you go ahead and type the link? Sharon, I'll try to see. Girl, you know I can't multitask. So I will try to see if I can do it. But I have some team members that should be able to do it for us. Okay, so let me just tell you guys about some of those of you who are typing done. Please go ahead and share the link in the comments. Dr. Rochester, Stephen, can you guys share the link in the comments? If you could, Dr. Abram. Okay. All right, great. There's one link. Yay. Thank you, Dr. Abram. I really, really appreciate it. So this link will take you directly to get the advanced copy, your download for $2.99. And I dare anybody to start this book today and not finish it today. It's only 130 pages, and my mom said it's a page turner. So there you have it. It must be a page turner. But let me guys tell you about some of my favorite books in this chapter. So one of my favorite books in this chapter is chapter 1. It's called Doctors Who Don't Do Blood. Doctors Who Don't Do Blood. And the reason I love that chapter, you guys, is because, you know, often when we start on a path, people try to tell us how we should be, how it should be, the box we should be in. And we get caught up. But you know what? we don't have to be in a box. We can be our own people. So I am a doctor who doesn't do blood. If you've ever been in the delivery room with me, you know when they are doing a C-section, Dr. Terry is in that corner with her back to the mom, facing the warmer, waiting for the baby so she can get the heck out of Dodge. If I see blood, I just start fainting. I don't like C-sections. I don't like seeing the blood. I don't like seeing it go through the tubing. I never have. And so people always laugh like, oh, you're a doctor and you don't like blood. Easy. I'm a doctor and I don't like blood. So this whole first chapter is just about remembering we have our own box. We don't have to fit in anybody else's box. We can create and define for ourselves what our norm is. And that is what chapter 1 is about. I see y'all laughing at me, but y'all, it's true. We can create and define what our norm is. Another one of my favorite chapters is riding in the family car when you're not family. And this is a tribute really and an acknowledgement for those of us who are so passionate. You know, we get so passionate about our work and helping and serving that we tend to blur the lines a little bit, right? We blur the lines a little bit. Has anybody else been so caught up with passion that they looked up one day and said, you know what? Where did my life end and my job start taking over? Where did my life end and my job start taking over? If you have ever been there and your job just started taking over and you had to redefine, just type in the comments, taking over. And that's happened to me several times where my job just started taking over. Not good, y'all, not good. And so I have a chapter dedicated. Hey, that's Big Sister Ebony Princess there, the one and only Tony Nelson. Hey, boo-boo. For those of you guys who are just joining, this is our lunch for Full Circle Moments. It's for anybody who's ever had a full circle moment. And today, hey, that's right. Oh my God, you guys, this is my best friend from high school, Miss Juanita. You got Juanita on here. So can I say Juanita or can I say what? Okay, I'm just going to say Juanita. Juanita Waldron. That's my best friend from high school. And what this chapter we're talking about now is when you find yourself in a point where your job has taken over your life and we start to forget who we are. We start being defined by our profession. So this one chapter is dedicated to those of us who know what it's like when stuff was just taken over and we had to redefine. We had to step back. We had to say, you know what? This is not what I signed up for. What else can I do? So this is what this chapter is about. And it's dedicated to those families who reminded me, yeah. Okay, I got you. Remember, you guys, if you click on the link, can somebody share the link again? If you click on the link, you download. It's only $2.99 today. And if you are typing done in those comments and you get your review on Amazon within the week, I have a special surprise for you. Special surprise for the special boo-boos. So go ahead and click on the link. I think Dr. Abrams shared it. Maybe she can share it again, or you guys can scroll up, or Stephen can share it, or Dr. Rochester can share it. Anyway, I'm so excited, you guys. So this chapter, thank you. Okay, I got another done. I got done for Dr. Jones, and I got done for Dr. Abram. I got done for Dr. Rochester. I got done for Juanita. Who else is going to get their special surprise for being one of the early persons to get their advanced copy of Full Circle Moments? So this taking over. Thank you, Dr. Adi. Okay, coming through. Yay. Okay, y'all see Dr. Adi has posted that link. If you guys want to be able to get your special discount surprise from Dr. Terry, MD, you need to download your copy of the ebook, type done, and then get your review in. I got you, boo. I got you. So we're talking about the taking over chapter, you guys. Early in my career, I used to be so engrossed with families. Like, I thought I was their family member. And I can remember going to funerals, you guys, going to funerals and getting so emotional at funerals that I had to leave in the family car. You guys, leave my car at the church and I'm leaving in the family car. And my secretary had to sit me down one day and just basically say, look, Doc, you're going there to be a support for them. If they have to stop their grief to support you, then you probably shouldn't be there. You're supposed to be a support for them. People used to ask me how my children were doing when Stevie and Terrence were younger, and I would start naming patients in the NICU. Like, who? Baby Jones, Baby Brown, Baby Williams? Who we talking about? They're like Stevie and Terrence. And that's when you really have to kind of sit back and be like, you know what? I need to recalibrate. I am not just my job. I am not just my profession, right? I am so much bigger than that. Okay, I got you, Dr. Adelia. Hey, you guys, that's one of my neonatal peeps. Hey, boo-boo, thanks for joining us. So chapter 2 is about when we blur the lines. Chapter 1 is about we have to be okay with who we are. Let's talk about a hard chapter. Let's talk about a hard chapter, you guys. Let's talk about a hard chapter. One of the harder chapters in here is a chapter I wrote about my first year of pediatric residency. My first year of pediatric residency was really, really hard, you guys, and I contemplated suicide. And so chapter 16 really is for anybody who has wondered, who has really wondered, is this it? Is this what I signed up for? I'm so tired. I just want it to be over. I do not have any joy right now. I can't believe I did all of this and this is it. Have you ever just felt so alone? Have you ever just felt so alone? And you were so alone you didn't even want to ask for help because somebody may call you weak. Because being able to say I need help is not normalized. Because being able to say I am stressed out is not okay. Because being able to say I'm depressed and it's dark is not okay. Well, I know what that's like. I know exactly what that's like. And in the time I felt like this, for those of you who are older, it was the same time that Susan Smith had drowned her 2 little boys in a car and blamed it on an African-American male. And when I was driving to work as an intern, I used to go across the bridge every day over water. And about 6 months in, I remember just thinking, you know what? I could just drive into this water. I could just drive into this water and everything will be quiet and calm down. It'll be quiet and calm down. And I remember just my husband bringing me to work one day and not even want to get out the car. I was just crying. He was like, look, it's not that serious. We don't have to do this. We can do something else. We can do. Thank you, Dr. Diedrich. Thank you, Dr. Diedrich. Gotcha. Okay, I'm adding you to my list. Go ahead and put done. Go ahead and put done in there. I'm keeping a list of all the people who got their book during the download because I have a special gift for you. But anyway, one day I was driving up and my husband was like, we don't have to do this. You know, it's okay. It is okay if you don't want to do this. And we went that day to talk to my chair for pediatrics to tell him, hey, I needed a break. I needed a break, that this was not working out. And he was so supportive. He created a safe space for me, was able to help me to get the counseling that I needed, help me to be able to meet with a very good therapist, help me to navigate that very, very dark period and come out on the other side. And look at us now. Look at us now, y'all, 22 years later. But I want to tell you chapter 16 is for anybody who you may see what I look like on the outside, but you don't know what I've been through on the inside at all. At all. And it is for you. So this is to let you know that there is normalization in saying, you know what, I need a break. There is normalization in saying, you know what, yeah, I'm Black Girl Magic, yeah, but you know what, I also need to press pause, and that's okay. Self-care is the best care. We cannot be all things to everybody if we are not taking care of ourselves. And if you're not surrounded by people who give you the space to say pause, give you the space to say, you know what, I'm going to take some time. Then, you know what, you need to find some new people. And you can tell them that Dr. Terry said that. How about that? You can tell them that Dr. Terry said that. So welcome to the launch for Full Circle Moments. It's like a part inspiration. Thank you, Dr. Sophia. It's part inspiration, part motivation, part thank you. It's really my love letter to everyone who has imprinted my life over those past 20 years of neonatology, every family, every parent that has taught me, every colleague that has taught me, every person that's held my hand, every baby that I've touched, every angel that I've met, and I've met many over the past 20 years. So this really is a dedication to them. So we talked about the chapter that's dedicated to, you know what, we can define ourselves. We don't have to be in the box. We can define what it looks like. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, Dr. Sonia T. Oh, so she asked such a good question. She said, where did you find time to do this? So At the beginning, I had shared that this title, Full Circle Moments, is because it's a love letter to my 20 years in neonatology as I transition to pediatric palliative care. And so the moment I realized I was going to pediatric palliative care, I literally was just reminded, I could see it in my mind, of all these families, patients, colleagues that have poured into me over 20 years and the lessons that I've gained. And so I promised myself that before I started the Pediatric Palliative Care Fellowship, that I would jot down some lessons that I feel like I've gained over these 20 years, life lessons. So it was really, really easy to write, Sonia, because it's been carried in my heart like this whole town. Are you waiting? Tell your coworker, I say, hey, what's up? They need to get on here for the book launch party themselves. So it was really easy to write because these thoughts, I shared this with my mom too, these thoughts and lessons I've been carrying in my heart like the whole time. They've been written on my heart. And so when I actually sat down, I just really felt like me, God, just sat there and wrote it out. But I've been carrying it in my heart the whole time. I carry a little bit of every patient encounter with me into my next patient encounter. So tell your coworker that I said, hey. So 20 chapters, you guys, 20 lessons about full circle moments. So we talked a little bit about being who we are. We talked about if you ever been through anything, this book is for you. We've talked about if you've been tired and feel like you want to give up, this book is for you. If you feel like your life at some point was taking over your job, took over your personal life, hey, this book is for you. So those of you who are just joining, this is the launch for Full Circle Moments. And for today, as a special gift to all of those who've been riding with Dr. Terry, I have the ebook available for $2.99. You can get your download right now. If you get your download, the link is in the comments, and you type done. Click your download and type done. I have a special gift for you if you get your book read and you get your review on Amazon. So I just want to thank you guys so much for just even being here with me and celebrate. You guys, I have waited 1 year to launch this book because I wanted to launch it the week after I finished my Pediatric Palliative Care Fellowship. So I'm so excited. To even just be here with you guys and hold the manifestation of these lessons. So what's another one of my favorite chapters? What questions do you guys have? So another one of my favorite chapters in this book is what parents have taught me about being a parent in the NICU. And one of the chapters in the book is being a mom, saying hello and goodbye. And I've had yay, thank you, Sarah Wanda. Thank you. I got you down, boo-boo. So for those of you just joining, go ahead and click on the download, get your ebook for $2.99 and type done. Somebody mentioned later that they want an autograph copy, and I got you for that too. When the paperbacks and the hardbacks come in, I got you. But today, you can get the ebook today for $2.99. Only 130 pages, love, laughter, loss, inspiration just for you, like a warm hug from Dr. Boo. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think and what your favorite chapter was. And so another one of my favorite chapters I've mentioned is when moms have to say hello and goodbye. And you guys, one of the things I have learned from parents in the NICU is how to empower them to be parents, you guys. To be parents. It's so hard when you have a baby in the ICU nursery and you have teams of people telling you when you can visit, when you can hold, what you can do, what you can't do, and hearing all this heavy news all the time. Where do they get to be a parent? When do they get to be a parent? And I've had so many parents that I've been there with them at the moments their children were actually taking their very last breath. From this side of heaven onto the other side of heaven. And I have had mothers say to me that was the time they most felt like a mother, because that was the time they got to hold their baby without any wires or any attachments. That was the time they actually got to put clothes on their baby. That was the time they actually got to bathe their baby and be a parent. Parents taught me that. Parents taught me to give them space, give them grace, and let them be parents, even in the NICU. So now it's so much better than it was when I first started. But I still remember a mom literally saying to me, having that time alone to bathe my baby for the first time and to dress my baby away from all the staff was the moment that they will always cherish. And their child had already passed. And it reminded me of how much those of us take for granted. Those of us who haven't had to think about, am I going to be able to hold my baby? Am I going to be able to give my baby a bath? Am I going to be able to change the diaper? We don't have to think about that. They have to think about it every day, every moment. So I have a chapter dedicated to the families that taught me that, because that was huge. That was such a huge lesson for me. I have a chapter in here about when nurses wake us up at night. When nurses wake us up at night. So when I was a brand new intern, brand new intern, I got the doctor by my name, I got patients by my name. I had a hard time navigating call, as many of us do. And when the phone rings, you wonder, okay, do I have to go or do I not have to go? Like, is it important? Is it something that could wait in the morning? And nurses taught me very early to recognize when that call was really, really, really important. And I learned during internship, I had a baby that was sick who was crying. And my initial thought was, okay, babies cry, like, what am I supposed to do about that? But she called again and she was persistent, and I went to examine the baby. And the baby actually had something. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you, Off Melton Jr. You just made my day. And you just blessed me with your comment. I hope you get a chance to download the book, and I would love to know what you think. So this nurse called me again. She was really patient, a brand new intern. Hey, nephew, we got a birthday coming up. Y'all, that's my nephew, Sage Abram. So proud of him. Rising junior or senior, rising senior. I stand corrected. Happy early birthday, boo. Hey, Dr. Wagner. That's Soror, Dr. Wagner. Hey, boo-boo. Thank you for downloading the book. For those of you guys who are just joining for our Full Circle Moment book launch, we're talking about what this book is about, what my inspiration was. But more importantly, we're talking about how you guys can get the hookup. If you want to get the hookup, you need to find the link in this launch, you guys. And you're welcome, baby. Find this link in the launch. Go ahead and download your advanced ebook copy now for $2.99. I know you guys are keeping your Amazon Prime list. This is your Dr. Terry MD Prime list early gift. So go ahead and click on the link now so you can download your copy of the book for only $2.99. And if you download your copy of the book, read the book, and get your review on Amazon between now and next week, I have something very special for you. And this, you guys, this book, for those of you who are just joining, is just really a love letter for 20 years. Thank you, Dr. Abram and Dr. Nicole T. Rock, Dr. Rochester of Your GPS Doc. I really, really appreciate you guys. I really, really do. So we talked about being present for that mom. I was talking about when the nurses call us at night. And so I have a chapter called When the Nurses Call, Don't Phone in Codeine, because when I was initially called about this baby crying, I'm a brand new intern. I'm like, hey, babies cry. I'm so tired. I've been up all night. I've admitted 5-6 patients. She called me again. I went to check on this patient. And this patient, when I felt the stomach, I could feel a very hard mass in there. And I remembered from medical school that when you feel a hard mass in the tummy of a baby that feels like a sausage, a baby who's been crying, that could be something called intussusception, where the intestine actually goes into itself, and it's associated with crying. And so I was like, oh my goodness, this is a surgical emergency. So the nurse and I literally called the emergency room. We called the surgeons. We literally ran from the floor with the baby to radiology for them to address this problem. And then the baby ended up ultimately having to have a surgery to fix the problem. And the very next day they were shouting out, this intern, who had picked out the stuff. And I made a point to acknowledge my nurse, who had been so diligent and so patient trying to teach this new doctor, how to navigate these phone calls. But one thing I learned from that situation, even today, anybody who's worked with me can tell you, if you call me, I'm coming. if you call me, I am coming. I'm going to come and see. So nurses have taught me that. They have let me sleep when I needed to sleep. Nurses have watched me and our babies, me and Steven's babies, Terrence and Stevie. Nurses have watched him for us when he got stuck at his shift or I got stuck at my shift. They have bought me food when I needed to have food. They have taught me how to run my resuscitations more effectively with a team collaborative approach. And they have certainly kept me out of trouble when I was really tired and sleepy. So this chapter is really dedicated to all those peeps for those 20 years over 4 states, and I can't even tell you how many hospitals, at least over 20 hospitals for sure, that I have learned from. So that's another one of the chapters that I really, really like in here. So for those of you who are just joining, we are going to be, let me see. Thank you for all you have done. October 2001, when my son Mateo was born and had so many issues, you went above and beyond. You even worked an extra month in Neo NICU at Memorial. He is 21. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I remember my Mateo. And you know what? I think he messaged me recently because of some things he was interested in college. Oh my God. You know what? You guys, one of the great blessings about having a career that spans 20 years, one of the great blessings is that now our kids that we've cared for are getting old enough to go to college. And I can't tell you how exciting it is for me to get a message in my inbox from somebody saying, hey, you were my neonatologist when I was in the NICU. I had a set of triplets last year that graduated, and, you know, they all want to go and be nurses. And one of my favorite twins, her brother passed in the NICU, was following me on Instagram. And, you know, it's just, and she's graduating this year. Yeah, it's just such, I can't even tell you. And Off Melton Jr., you made my day. And please give Mateo just a big hug for me. Because as I shared before, this 20 years in neonatology, it started at UT Houston, started at Memorial Hermann. How about that? So for those of you who don't know, my journey, my introduction to neonatology, it started initially with my little sister. For those of you who haven't heard my story, my little sister was born in 1968. She was a preemie born in 1968, weighing less than 1 pound at one point. She was at Charity Hospital in New Orleans, which doesn't even exist anymore. She was born a few years after President Kennedy lost his son to prematurity. And the loss of President Kennedy's son is what spurred on the growth of neonatal intensive care units, because we didn't have a regionalized system at the time. And so I always say that my sister is the first preemie that I ever took care of. I knew I wanted to take care of those babies that could fit in your hand, the babies that could be in the plastic boxes. And this is really a love letter to all those babies and the families and the colleagues that go every day to take care of these groups. But this book is bigger than that. It's the lessons that we gain from the privilege. I mean, when you are in a delivery room and you are holding a human that can fit in your hand, I mean, you just are reminded every day that there's a power greater than yourself. And it's just such a privilege for me to navigate this pathway whenever I walk into a NICU, and just even have the privilege to be in front of a family, because it is a privilege to be able to be in their presence and to care for their baby and to care for them. So from Louisiana, after deciding I knew I wanted to be a preemie baby doc, I went to Prairie View. Let's shout out to all the HBCU grads in the chat. And I met the amazing Dr. Brown, who was my pre-med mentor there. And from there, I went on to UCLA, Charles Drew. I met my amazing husband in Los Angeles, and had the great privilege of navigating UCLA as well as Charles Drew at Martin Luther King Hospital. And then I came back and did my residency in Dallas, my pediatric residency, my first year of neonatology at the wonderful Parkland that had the busiest delivery service in the country when I was doing my neonatology fellowship. And then I finished in Houston. And so all of those steps led me to now 20 years to be able to do that, and then to be able to transition now to pediatric palliative care. So just to kind of sum up, full circle moments, 20 years in neonatology, what it taught me about life, love, and loss, There's a little bit in here about my journey. It's a little bit about what it's like to have your job take over your identity. It's a little bit about being reminded what really, really, really matters, you guys. Somebody types that in the chat, what really, really, really matters. And I can promise you, even though this world is really, really crazy right now, and we got a lot of stuff going on, just take some time to sit with yourself, be still, and just remind yourself, you know what really, really, really matters. And I know that I'm reminded of that every single day. So if you want to be reminded of what really matters, this book's for you. If you want to hold the hand of somebody who knows what it's like to help somebody walk through loss, thank you for typing at what really, really matters. This book is for you. If you've been through some things, I had you guys type that earlier. You can type been through some things. This book is for you. If you had a job where it was just taking over and you had to reinvent, you can type taking over. This book is for you. If you have been in the presence of somebody who taught you how to, that's right, self-care is the best care, Dr. Abram. If you have been with somebody who was going through something really tough and they really still made you smile, laugh, I have a chapter in here dedicated to those parents who saw me when I was tired and I'm trying to take care of their kid. I had a mom one time bring me a pair of blue jeans because she was like, girl, you've been in scrubs every day. We about the same size. You got a cute shape. Maybe you can try these jeans on. Just the little moments like that that have given me joy throughout my journey. All of that is poured into this book. So the whole way that medicine has changed is poured into this book. So what I'm trying to say is this book, even though it's about what neonatology taught me, it's what life through the role and the lens of a neonatologist has taught me, what families have taught me, what coworkers have taught me, what friends have taught me, and what the babies have taught me. So before we wrap it up, this is your last time. We got like 10 minutes or so for those of you to get the advanced copy of Full Circle Moments, the ebook download for $2.99 today. My special gift for you today. And if you get your book and you type done and you're able to read your book and get your review on Amazon, I have something very special for you. I mean, it's great. It's something I would love to have. So let's see how many people are going to take advantage of this. And I hope if you enjoyed this book launch and you think that this book launch is worth sharing with your friends and family, go ahead and share that with your friends and family. The hardback books will be coming out later, but you guys, those of you who are here today for this special ebook launch, you already have the advanced copy. You already got the inside track, and I hope that it will bless you. So for one last round, can one of my team members, some of my friends, some of my business besties, go ahead and post the link in there one more time for those who want to go ahead and download their book, who want to type done and not miss out on this special gift for those of you who downloaded your book today and type done. Oh, thank you so much. So I am going to wrap it up with the very last part of the book. It's a dedication that I wrote for preemies. I hope you guys will like it. Thank you, Dr. Abram. Thank you for pasting the link one more time. And I think Dr. Rochester has the shorter link. But all the links work. You guys better get your book and type done so that you can get on with this free gift from Dr. Terry. Well, I'm going to highlight the Dr. Booth stars a week from now, those of you who got your book, read your book, and shared your review. And thank you so much for joining me and having lunch with me today. And if you came a little later, go ahead and type where you're joining from, how you know me. If I'm Dr. Terry to you, if I'm Dr. Boo, if I'm Dr. Major Kincaid, whoever I am to you, I just want you to know I'm grateful that you felt me worth spending some time with today and joining with me today and just celebrating this amazing journey that I've had and just the life lessons that I've been able to gain. So I'm going to end with this poem that I wrote for preemies. It's called Ode to Preemies from Dr. Boo, and it is the last chapter in the book. Little miracles wrapped in skin, no one understands the power within. We measure your life in weeks and days, but we later experience it in so many ways. Tiny little fighter working so hard to breathe. The things you have gone through will bring adults to their knees. But we know that sleeping allows you to heal and hopefully grow strong. So many ups and downs on this roller coaster ride, but eventually you hit your stride. I think I hold my breath as much as you, wondering each day what's the best plan for you. Thank you for the gift of seeing you be. It's a reminder that there is a power greater than me, that I get to live my dream. Babies in plastic boxes, they're my favorite team. Thank you, little fighter. You're my inspiration. I hope to see you at my next station. Keep flying, little one, for to me, your light is like the sun. So that's it. And for me, you guys, your light is like the sun. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the book. As I said, it's a quick read, 130 pages, 20 chapters, 20 lessons. What a career in neonatology has taught me about life, love, loss, laughter. I love you guys so much, and I really, really appreciate you for joining me today. And thank you for downloading the book. But don't just download it. Let me know what you guys think. I got your done, so I'll be looking for your Amazon reviews. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and that you're reminded of all the things that matter, and start that off with you. Love you guys. Bye-bye.